that test with you.
Okay.
I might have done. I accidentally streamed earlier.
Oh, okay.
When
you were streaming.
I was doing my own personal sound check and I was singing, "Hello, my baby, hello, my darling," and that went live over the internet.
Did it?
Yeah, I had no idea, but that went live over the internet. Be going, "Hello, my baby, hello, my darling, I'm here testing sound."
Send me a Skype by wire. Baby, it's been a while.
All right, everybody. Hello, chat. How are you doing?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Sorry about missing Wednesday. Everyone was sick. And by everyone,
Except
I mean
me.
Yeah, exactly.
I was fine.
Sure.
So how's our sound? First and foremost.
First and foremost. Oh, I paused it. I didn't mute it. Now it's muted. Okay, great. Oh, some people went to PAX. That's great. I've been seeing pictures and seeing stuff from PAX. It looked like super fun. I mean, it's PAX. Come on.
While I'm thinking about it, are you able to change the name, or did you do that already for the?
I did that already. I'm so on top of this, Rich.
Because it wasn't letting me do that earlier. It's really annoying. I don't know.
It is, yeah. Sometimes it takes a while to refresh. Sometimes you need to go into the dashboard to do it. Sometimes you have to do it from the channel view. It sucks.
I'm gonna need to look into why that is and fix it.
Okay.
So
I think it's a Twitch thing.
We had the daylight savings today. Yes. Apparently, I thought I had another hour to go. I'm sitting around. I'm looking at the clock up here in the studio. It's 7:30. I got plenty of time. Then Jack Skypes in. It's like, "Where are you? What's going on? What's going on?" We started in a few minutes. What's going on? I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I got to.
Oh no!
I had to rush that second sound check with Jack involved, and I'm sure that went through because I accidentally hit stream again. And here we are. I'm going to look through to see if you streamed your singing, and we're just going to upload that to the YouTube channel. You can do that.
I am. If it's there, I'm going to do it. I think that's great. Just that'll be a daily video. I think that would be it. Just because I think it would be funny.
So the chat seemed to like our order review. Chat in there earlier.
I'm glad. We liked our order review too. I think I was really happy with how it came out. And as we've talked about before, you guys know when we first started the show, I was trying to keep the episodes at like a solid 10 minutes. And so like making the episode a half hour long was a little tough for me just because, in my head, it's like internet video. It's got to be short. It's got to be quick, but there was just so much to say. So I needed to get it all out there. And we cut so much. So Rich and I talked a lot more about a lot of other things in the game, but just cut.
It's been a while since I played. I'm gonna play through the tutorial to refresh myself.
Good idea.
I'm having inversion issues. Oh, I'll go talk about it later. But I'm having inversion issues again. Because I'm like playing with a controller now. Before I was like with a mouse.
Yeah, that's right.
So when I'm just like blind firing, I really want to invert. When I'm actually like aiming, paying attention, then I want to go like the normal way. So it's like flipping back and forth as I play.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm glad you like the sectoid reference. That was literally just for you guys. I kept that in there because I knew you guys would like it.
Sectoids, Zelda, Tactoids.
Just because we did that in the chat, we did that while playing the game, and I kept it in there just for you. and by the way, I see someone was saying in the chat like the montage, the 61 kill men montage was a little too long. Yeah, try playing it. Rich, they can't hear the game audio.
Like at all? All right.
And because you're doing it through the Hauppauge capture, you need to make sure that the volume is up on the capture device. Like, just, you know, in the capture window, there's like a little volume control.
I just adjusted it. People can tell me if that's working for them.
Okay. I can also unmute it on my end and tell you.
You can probably see the chat better than I can, Jack, so if the audio is better now, let Jack know. He will tell me.
Oh, yes, okay. I heard it now in the stream, so you're good. You're good, Rich. Rich, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, great.
A bit more?
Oh, no, I thought I could hear it, so I don't know.
I just leaned forward myself.
Oh, okay.
Audio was not good, but better. All right.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Yeah, a little bit more.
I turned it down because I wanted them to hear you. I turned it down like in advance.
Oh, sure. Sure.
And now I'm going to need to turn it down on my end so I can hear you.
Oh, now someone's saying they were hoping that the gunshot montage would be longer.
I thought it was fine.
I liked how it turned out. Like, that was one of those, because there was some sickness over here, my editing schedule and the release schedule for the video got pushed back a little bit. I was hoping to have it done Thursday night so it could be up Friday afternoon, and I moved it a day behind, so it got done Friday night, and I uploaded it for Saturday afternoon. But like, one of the things that I was working on one of those really late nights of editing was that montage, and it got weird, and I did pull it back a little bit. It was weirder at first, but I pulled it back a little bit. But I'm really happy with this episode. I'm seeing a lot of good response, and shockingly, the real shocking thing is there are people who defend the Order 1886, and there's just no way you can ever trust that person.
They're idiots.
I mean,
they're idiots. If you defend it vehemently, like you think it's great, I think there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, 100%.
The game is terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. You know what? It really is.
Anytime there's the illusion of you playing because the game slows down, you have to hit X to quote do something. I want to choke somebody. That infuriates me. No, I'm not playing the game. You're making me play this button so I can continue watching the scripted cutscene. Please stop doing that. Please never do that again.
Right.
Oh no, I'm hearing the audio on delay.
We're going to adjust
through the capture.
Oh, yep, you will. You absolutely will be. Welcome to my problem.
That's terrible.
Yep. Yeah, it's really disorientating. No, where it's like this game, by the way, I see someone saying, "Oh God, it's Alien Isolation all over again." This game like makes Alien look fantastic. If you were just to have those two games,
they have very different problems.
Very different problems, but at least in Alien there was more game to the game.
I've said in the chat that Alien Isolation's problem is that there's not enough content for a full game. It should have been really short.
Yeah.
And the nostalgia constantly works against the horror because you can't be scared of the alien when you're happy to see it,
Yeah.
But the Order is just a complete failure of concept. There's, I mean, it's a movie that you kind of play through. No, it's terrible. That's a bad idea. There's nothing fun about that. I'd rather watch a movie. It's not a game.
Mm. That's the real thing. Yeah, Dr. Kill the Cat. Most people agree with the Order review, but comparatively, the Sonic and Alien Isolation view were far more controversial. I think come tomorrow, it's going to get a little more controversial. The problem with a weekend release is the blogs are sleeping. And so we're not picking up on it outside of our own fan base yet. So quite possibly, if anyone outside of our fan base starts watching it, the controversy will start up again. Or just everyone agrees that the Order sucks. That could be a thing, too. I was just watching the Chappie review, but like I still kind of want to see it because I kind of like Neil Blomkamp.
I haven't even seen the review yet.
You haven't seen the review yet?
No.
No, yeah.
Well, it went up this morning,
also...
and I came here and we actually did our pre-rec thing for Hands of Fate. So
that's true. That's true. Did you haven't seen District 9 yet though?
No.
You should see District 9. Don't see Chappie because apparently it's getting mixed reviews. See District 9. Everyone agrees that's a great movie. Fucking prawns.
Fucking prawns.
Fucking prawns. You'll get that after you see District 9.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, Rich! I guess I didn't even notice your hairy chest is in the Chappie review.
My hairy? Oh, because I got the shirt kind of open. Plinkett is disheveled from his fart. It's the worst thing ever.
Our friends at the Pentagon are happy to lend us a brand new piece of equipment. Electromagnetic armor.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking prawns.
Like, Sam.
No, see, like Mr. Glitch, I think District 9 is District 9 is on the nose, but it's like they never. There's a difference between like if you look at District 9 and Elysium, there's a difference between being on the nose and over hammering a point home. So if you look at District 9 and Elysium, District 9 like has this overarching like social commentary about apartheid and like separation and what do you call it when segregation, like has this overarching theme of segregation, right? Because aliens land in South Africa and they're quarantined in this one area, and you know they're treated terribly, and it's like a big deal, and like that's the overarching theme, and they are on the nose about it, but it's never like no one ever turns to camera and is like apartheid is bad, like. Whereas in Elysium, there are several moments of just like, you know, the class structure is really messed up. So like there's a difference between being on the nose and turning to camera to deliver your message instead of letting the film play out. So did I not? I pronounced it right. It's apartheid. That thing in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've always called it apartheid. I don't know that I'm not saying I'm right, but
I want to say it's apartheid, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I finished implementing the manual trigger system you asked for. The system will
but also I think I've talked about this in chat. I liked Elysium. It was just a little too much on the nose, but overall I liked Elysium. I'm pro Elysium. Just that Matt Damon. Good dude. No, it is apartheid. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Apparently there is a TH, but it's not pronounced TH.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Chad. That's Jader845 puts it more succinctly, which is there's a difference between being on the nose and punching a hole right through your face. Absolutely, Jader. That's the difference between District 9 and Elysium. You don't like Matt Damon, Mario? I like Matt Damon. He's a fine actor.
He's a fine actor. He's a fine actor.
He's a fine actor. I really think he's a fine actor.
Was that Matt Damon in Elysium?
Yeah. No.
I thought it was Marky Mark.
I
thought that was one of his movies.
No, Marky Mark was in the new Transformers.
Okay.
Poor Marky Mark. He's never going to get over being Marky Mark, you know.
Should he?
In a perfect world, no. No, he will always be Marky Mark. Jack, if there's one thing you could do to make the gameplay of the Order better, what would it be? Okay. That's a good question.
Enemy variety, funner weapons, and yes, I did say funner.
Funner. That's a word. That's a word. Overall, like the shooting sections, and this is a part that I cut down a lot. The shooting sections were like Rich, you called it something very appropriate, which was like it was a shooting gallery.
Yeah,
where if you take a game like Gears of War, you're running all over the place, you're trying to flank the enemy, you're finding cover in like a big arena. Like a shooter should have a big arena for you to play in. And the Order, you just stay in one area, pop out of cover and shoot.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Besides a couple fights at the end.
Tactically, it's the most sound thing to do. Is just stay there, pop up, shoot,
Yep.
pop back down, pop up, shoot, pop back down.
Yep, absolutely.
You never really get flanked. You get those shotgun guys who suicidally charge at you.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, they don't really try to flank you. The AI, they just stay behind their cover and they pop out and they shoot.
Yeah. And so without changing anything drastic with the game, it's open up the arena, fix the enemy AI so I actually have to do something during the gun battles.
Now I think this is important because the shooting, I don't know if we made this clear enough, that's only about a quarter of the game.
Yeah.
Most of it is the pseudo-interactive cutscene shit.
Mm-hmm.
Camera slows down, you hit X, and then you hit X, and then he grabs a pan and swings it at somebody or something. And then you wait for the next time a button prompt comes up, and then the camera slows down, then you gotta hit that button.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, I didn't even want to call it a QuickTime event, because traditionally, historically, a QuickTime event, you at least had to be, it was like a reflex. There was some kind of gameplay aspect to it, where you had to be fast, you had to know the button layout to hit the right button and to hit it quickly. They give you all the time in the world just to hit that X that's just sitting on the screen waiting for you to
generally in a
it's
QuickTime... It's
awful!
In a QuickTime event, you need to hit the button in a quick amount of time. That's why I made sure to keep that part in, where you didn't have to hit the button in any amount of time. You just could wait there for a long, long time.
The game is literally, it's constantly, it's waiting for you to play it. It's when you slow down, to pretend, to feel like you're playing it, to imagine you're playing the game when you're not playing the game.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, you should hate it. But so yeah, if we could fix the shooting sections of it, give me an arena, give me some enemy AI where I feel like I need to move around a little bit more. That would be great. Like Rich said, let me use those awesome weapons.
Don't take them away after the designated section. By the way, Space Russians just literally they microwaved San Francisco.
Space Russians?
Space Russians.
That sounds awesome. I'm watching.
They hijack a space station that's got some kind of microwave power thing. It's supposed to beam energy from the sun to Earth.
Yeah.
They aimed it at San Francisco, and literally putting everyone in San Francisco in a microwave is what they did.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now we have to storm the space station with the microwave ray.
Oh my God, they're coming from the moon. Who's coming from the moon? Is that the Russians?
This is the U.S. We're trying to retake the microwave space station.
All right.
And then
from the moon?
You, of course, are wearing the experimental super suit.
Yes. That's what I want. Now that's a game. You are the only one.
All right, so the Order.
Yeah. Well, that's... right? And so, yeah, I'm trying to think of practical ways, practical and easy ways, because, obviously it's just, take out most of the cutscenes. But, even, with the game that we have, give me some better arenas and some better enemy AI so I feel like I do need to, run around and shoot people, make shooting people more satisfying, i.e. giving me the cool weapons that you only give me once in the game.
Mm-hmm. And a lot... not only do you have to make it fun, because it's not fun, the shooting, but there needs relatively speaking, there needs to be a lot more of it. It should be a shooter game. It should be a shooter. not a walk around while people talk and wait to hit the square button when the square button prompt comes up.
Sure.
So this cutscene will keep playing.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
because that's the whole game.
It is. It is. Well, Wakawa asks a good question, and I do want to bring this up. He says the order critique is a bit overplayed, isn't it? It's such an easy target. Which
it's necessary.
I guess it's true.
That game is too fundamentally flawed to let that slide.
It's so
That's
bad.
a $60 flagship title for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
This is the system seller you're looking at with that. Look what the PS4 can do. So yeah, it deserves to be slammed hard.
But also, this is generally an issue with Rich and I, which is Rich and I don't get early access to games for review purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So that means we had to buy the game when it came out, play it, obviously, which fortunately for us did not take that long.
Yeah, we were committed by the time it became something of a shitstorm.
Right. And so
Before it was a whipping boy, yeah.
So we had already said we're going to do this, and of course reviews started coming out before we bought the game. And so, that's just one of the issues with Rich and I.
You're not allowed to smoke on the ship.
But
And after saying what we said about the order, we're not counting on getting advanced screens anytime soon.
not of any Sony properties. I can't imagine. So Your Town is Next says, here's my question. Did it really warrant a 30+ minute video to trash it? And my answer to that is because we couldn't be the first out of the gate, I wanted to make sure we were as thorough as possible.
Also, the game has that many problems.
That's really true, by the way. That's really true. Literally, the stuff I cut out was inconsequential at the end, but that's how bad the game was. Yes, it did warrant a review that long, and I wanted to make sure that if we couldn't be the review right when the game came out, that we were as thorough as possible with a game that is $60. And so yeah, I do think that it's warranted that, and I think that I don't know. I'm really happy with how the review turned out. I'm really happy with the precise examples that were given. I don't know. So obviously I think it's worth a 30-minute review. I made the review.
You have to be loud about a game like this being fundamentally flawed, because you don't want people to make more games like this. You don't want more games that aren't really games anymore. And so it's like a message. You need this doesn't fly.
Right. No, this cannot fly. We cannot stand for games like this. This will drag down the community in general.
So this game starts with a 20-minute cutscene, but then
honestly, Rich,
but then there's none for the rest of the game.
Okay.
There's a few brief ones. They get it all out of the way, basically.
Right? Yeah, so far, have you played it all yet, or has this all been cutscenes?
Very little.
Very little.
I'm gonna be honest. But after this, it's pure action.
Oh, is there a way you can turn subtitles on?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it when the cutscene. I don't want to skip the cutscene. I don't skip cutscenes.
I didn't know if you could pause during the cutscene.
I don't know. I might end up skipping it. I think you're just trying to get me to skip the cutscene.
That could be.
That could be it. I refuse to do it. It's a matter of principle. Rich does not skip cutscenes. It does not happen.
Right. So I'm sorry, and yes, I see everyone in the chat asking for subtitles. Rich will turn them on.
I'll turn them on. I'll turn them on.
Rich, do you think so I see someone asking in the chat, were you satisfied with our I was really satisfied with our discussion of it.
Uh-huh.
That gave me a lot of closure. Were you satisfied with the destruction of it?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to upload the full video of it just burning.
Sure.
Because that was condensed a lot.
Well, again, for time.
Yeah. It burned for a while.
Oh, it burned for a long time. Those matches really went up. So yes, I will be just putting up the on our YouTube channel the unedited version from the GoPro of it just burning.
Does Rich skip cutscenes in Mass Effect 3? I haven't played Mass Effect 3 since it came out, so I skipped the whole game.
Right. Right. Jack Illuminati confirmed. A lot of people, I saw some people mention the love of my pizza T-shirt, which has an Illuminati symbol on it for the order review.
Yeah, I never really paid much attention to it.
That's my pizza T-shirt.
Has it got that eye in the pyramid thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like cut out of a tip slice of pizza. It's pretty great. I think that you still have sub alerts turned off. No, I don't. I'm here in the chat and I haven't seen anybody sub.
I heard one earlier when I accidentally started streaming for a bit.
Sure. I don't see any subs in the chat, and we haven't been hearing the what the fucks, and I'm sure it's ticked on. Rich knows what he's doing. Rich, is it ticked on?
Well, oh wait, subtitles.
Subtitles and then
I will
look for
check
sub
on.
alerts.
I'll check on that too.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, they're at the top of the queue and they're clicked on.
This happens sometimes with Twitch. Maybe we'll get them in a couple hours. Like we'll get like 20. Oh my God, you're sliding. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That looks awesome.
All right, subtitles.
That looks awesome.
This is awesome, Jack. This is a shooter. You can only play it with a controller, and this game is so good, I deal with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Normally, I'd find that unplayable.
Is this a PS3 exclusive?
It's on the Xbox 360 too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
Might have to borrow your PS3. Octaj is saying apparently subs are happening, but they're not even being displayed in the chat.
Really?
Oh, well,
we're trying.
If you sub, let us know, and we'll thank you. I'm sorry about that, but this is a Twitch thing right now, and let us know. If you type in @ previously recorded _live, then we see that in like a black bar if you type @ us, and then we'll see if you safety in numbness. Thank you for subscribing. I see that you're saying to Octaj that you did. We really appreciate it. We're very sorry that our sub alerts aren't working. Mr. Glitch, it's your 4-month anniversary. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, they're saying Twitch is being butt today. Gorilla Dream, thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. So, who cares about subs? Why is that important? The subs make this happen. The subs are very important. We really do appreciate all of your subs. And we need to see the subs so we can thank you all individually. Hipster Superman, thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. Microfiber Militia, a name that I still really like.
That's a great name.
It's a great name. It's Microfiber Militia's 5-month anniversary. I really appreciate it. Mr. Glitch, yeah, 4-month. I see that. Crunky, thank you for subscribing. We really do. All of your support, just it keeps us streaming every week, and we really do appreciate it. Yep, great. What was that?
I missed with my melee attack because I'm retarded.
Yep, Gorilla Dream, thank you for subscribing. Jean Pican, thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Oh, Bill Laheka, you'll renew next week, and we'll thank you next week. Come on.
This delayed audio was so weird, Jack. How do you do it?
I put it out of, to tell you the truth, I just put it out of my head, and I just try to focus on you. It's tough though. Safety and numbness, it's only my 2-month. Okay, all right. Omni Remix, thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. God Feta 42, it's your 2-month anniversary. Thank you for subscribing. see here. Rich reads Stardust. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. Drugs _ there's nothing I can do to convince you to subscribe. If you subscribe, you get the pizza roll by your name and a thank you from us, and you help this stream happen. But it's your choice. Omni Remix. It's Omni Remix's 9-month anniversary. Thank you, Omni Remix. We really do appreciate it. Baby Slayer 156. First of all, I mean, how hard is it to slay a baby? Come on, think about it. They don't even move that much.
Your suit is performing at nominal levels, Sam.
Leftover Beefcake 4-month anniversary. Thank you for subscribing, Leftover Beefcake. We really do appreciate it. Let's see here. Bong O Doug. It's Bong O Doug's 6-month anniversary. Sephiren said, I subscribed like 3 weeks ago, but I did it a half an hour before the stream started because whatever. Well, thank you anyway, Sephiran. We appreciate it. Let's see here. Icebone Badger is renewed now for 7 months. We really appreciate it. You've been with us for a while. Where does the money go? The money goes. So, like, for example, Grand Moff Cooley wants to know, like, where all the sub money goes. We spend the sub money on buying games. Obviously, you guys know we bought Rich, you know, a gaming PC with the sub money. So the reason that he's able to play this and stream this right now is because of you guys.
Yeah. The capture device had to be bought for this.
The capture device, like we buy the capture device. But also, like, for example, like we bought The Order for $60, and normally that's a game that we would just return, you know, and use like in-store credit to buy another game. But
fire the gun! Oh, fuck! Fucking hell!
But like, because we have an income because of Twitch, we made the decision to, you know, burn the game best of the worst style. We bought all the matches. We bought, you know, glue sticks for the glue gun. You know, we were able to not have to worry about returning the game for in-store credit because we knew we had an income from you guys. We're able to do stuff with the channel because of you. So yeah, that's where the money's going. Oh no, and Alejandrox, I have not had a chance yet to install the Space Cop Spelunky mod. Alejandrox made a Space Cop Spelunky mod for us, Rich.
But it's here.
It's here.
It's done.
Yes, and
nice.
we perhaps Wednesday we'll play a little Space Cop Spelunky. But do you guys use the HD PVR2 for HDMI streaming? Yes. That's what Rich is using right now. He's using the Hauppauge HD PVR2. I also got the Elgato HD capture device, which for me, I'm a Mac user, and so that works a little bit smoother with the Mac operating system. And also does not require a power cord, draws power from the USB device, and so it's a little less cords hanging around. But now we each have a capture device, so we can each play and stream, and more importantly, capture games. So it's all this kind of stuff. It's all this kind of stuff that you guys allow us to do. How come you never torment Rich on camera in prereq? Because that's not our shtick.
Yeah.
That's Mike's shtick. Mike likes to torment Rich.
Well, he thrives on it.
Yes, that's... Ooh, your town is next. That's right. Your subscriber money will go towards new GoPros when I burn mine. We came very close to burning it. By the way, that fire set by 10,000 matches was a little larger than I thought it would be. But no, Rich, I'm not into the whole tormenting people for my amusement thing. That's Mike's thing.
on the scanners. Looks temporal.
Jack, what video editor do you use for pre-rec videos? They look sharper than other RLM videos. Well, hopefully Jay's listening. I use Premiere. I have the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. And Jay and Mike are still using Final Cut 7, which is something we talk about constantly. But we all use the same cameras, so the only difference is in our editing software. I do, and I don't know if Jay and Mike do this. I do spend time like color correcting and making sure like my input levels are good. I spend, because I have the Creative Cloud, I get to like take my footage from Adobe Premiere and take it over to Adobe Speed Grade and do like basic color corrections, make sure that it's nice, even lighting. I spend some time working on that just because that's stuff that I'm into. And I don't know if Jay and Mike do that kind of stuff. But I appreciate it. I appreciate you saying that they look good. I think they also look good because of those sweet-ass sets. I think we should all take a moment and thank Rich for those sweet-ass sets. Which were, by the way, something I was against. I was against those sets.
I need time to get more variety. I've been working on like Space Cop miniature stuff lately, and
yeah,
there's so much I want to add to it.
Mm.
We need different games. We really do.
We do. But yeah, obviously
the original plan was to have like 6 we could rotate from, and I got to 3, and then it's you got to make this model. We need this little spaceship. all right.
I really like it. Once you're done with the Space Cop stuff, you'll be able to make more. But I really like them. I think they turned out great, and I'm absolutely okay. Admitting that I was 100% wrong, that we should just have the studio in the background. That was my idea. My idea was to have like all of the 8-bit characters there, but instead of having the screen, have like just the junk in the studio in the background. I thought that would look cool, and I was absolutely wrong.
we do that on Best of the Worst. It's too similar.
Yeah, no, and you're right. You were absolutely right. Ooh, I agree. We do need a Samus. We need a Samus. Rich wants a Tetris. I think a Tetris would be great.
Tetris would be fairly easy, and I at least want more setups quickly. For now. Oh, there's a guy in trouble down there. I'm not gonna get to him in time.
Well, what we were just talking about is making maybe some like original Game Boy ones where they're like that awful shade of green. I think that would be neat.
A heat source is coming up from within the substructure.
Need a bit more intel than that.
Dr. Tallow says, why do you never do wide shots for prereq? I will tell you that originally we never did them because I only had 2 cameras. Which is the absolute truth. Remember that previously recorded only exists because Red Letter Media was looking for more content that could be 100% produced without Jay and Mike. And so it was like, okay, I can shoot them. I only had 2 cameras, and so it was like, well, this is the 2 angles. And now we have the sets in such a way where it's more conducive to just having the 2 cameras. And I do like the back and forth. I know a lot of people want that 2-shot. And
giant monster.
I'm seeing the giant. You just shot him in the dick. You shot him in his monster.
I got shot by a cannon when I went to go to that gun.
Okay. Here's what I will tell you. Today, Rich and I shot the discussion for the next episode, and we did try out a 3rd camera. And I'm making absolutely no guarantees that it will appear in-game. Or in-game is what I said. Oh, God. I make no guarantees that it will appear in the actual video, but we did shoot from a 3rd angle, and we'll see if it turns out. I'm actually, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm importing all of the footage. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to ingest and transcode.
Oh, fuck, I can't use audio cues for the cannon. That's why I'm getting hit.
Oh.
He makes that noise, and I can't hear it. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's bad. You can do it, Rich. Just pay attention.
Get out of there.
Someone is asking how long does the prereq set take to set up teardown?
A while.
It's a while. Yeah. It's absolutely a while. You know, we have to put up the sheets, put up each individual characters on its own little stand. We have to completely move every single light in the studio. And that doesn't count like setting up cameras, setting up microphones. It takes a while to set up and tear down. So we are constantly looking for ways to streamline, and we have gotten faster as time has gone on. We've definitely gotten faster, but it just takes a while.
How is everybody not dead? Look at the amount of missiles that guy is shooting out.
It initiated its transformation.
Do you have a time frame for the next half in the bag? I don't know. I know in the works there is a best of the worst, like in the edit works. I don't know half in the bag.
Just had a half in the bag.
I was gonna say, didn't one just come out today?
They either mean prereq or best of the worst.
Oh, okay. Well, and if if it's best of the worst, there's one being edited right now. For prereq, Rich and I personally, and again, there's absolutely no guarantees, but personally, we want to get one out every 2 weeks now.
That's our delayed New Year's resolution.
Yes. Absolutely. So we have one, you know, we have all the footage shot of the next one, which is great, but it probably won't be out for a couple weeks. Just because we just had two prereqs in a row. And so, like, you know, half in the bag came out, let's get another best of the worst out, let's maybe get something else out. Then another prereq, and so hopefully Rich and I can get on an official schedule, which I would love. I love scheduling things. Animus Primal says, Jack, did you hire Rich for prereq solely due to his building capabilities? Absolutely. I didn't even know...
Hire me!
Right? I didn't even know Rich liked video games. I just knew him as a set builder, and as it turns out, after he was done building a set one day, we talked about video games, and it was great.
You're gonna see some button prompts. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're few and far between.
Yeah, yeah. Jack, why is your mic muted when the camera is on Rich and vice versa? Can't you mix the audio better? First of all, the reason my mic is muted is because I'm mixing the audio correctly. The thing you need to know about the studio is it's a giant metal box that has a ton of echoes in it. And so even though Rich and I are you know, each have our own microphones, there is a ton of echo in the studio. And so the reason my mic is muted, and you'll sometimes hear me kind of like silently laugh when the camera is on Rich, is because if my microphone was on, you'd also be hearing this awful echo from Rich talking. And so it's the audio. I do really try to mix the audio so that it is desirable, and that's part of it. Getting rid of that awful echo is actually, like, that's a really hard part. That's the final thing I do in the edit, is just like sweeten the audio. So there you go. There you go. I wondered if you had two cameras when one of you laughs over the other talking. It's so muted. Yeah, that's why. That's why. Because I want to get that echo out of there. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to get rid of that echo, and it's tough to do. audio mixing is a tough thing, and I'm not like necessarily an audio guy. I'm learning as I'm going. It got a little bit easier once we started using the I have a Zoom H6, which is super great. Really great standalone audio mixer. So Rich and I, and then it automatically separates Rich and I's channel, which makes it a lot easier for post work. But again, we try to make things better as we go along.
Sorry, Jack.
Hey, no.
No, I'm being quiet. Boss fight going on.
You know what I'm doing, Rich? Gibbering.
Ah! I'm getting my ass kicked from that. Don't recommend it. Don't recommend it.
How do boom mics work? Well, Rich and I use lav mics. We have little lavalier mics, the tiny little microphones that you see clipped to our shirts and whatnot. Boom mics work in about the same aspect, but with a boom mic, it's a little more directional, but you need someone to hold it. Or I suppose we could just have boom mic stands, but then if Rich and I moved around, a lav mic is better for what we're doing because it actually gets closer to our mouth. Generally speaking, for audio.
Shit. All right.
The key to any good audio is getting the microphone the absolute closest to your mouth that you can. And so
I forgot about his ass cannon, Jack. He has an ass cannon.
I'm sorry, what, Rich?
He has an ass cannon. He basically shot me up with his ass.
Yeah.
Purple laser beams shoot out of his ass. And he was just fucking me up with those.
That's great. Elvis Delvis, the H6 is a little overkill for prereq, but I also use it for live mixing previously recorded live, which oftentimes has 3 or more of us. And so like when Jay and myself and Rich are in the studio, we each can have our own individual mic, which I think is very helpful. And I also use it for my other real projects, my real projects. Right? That's what I said.
That's fair.
What I meant is my business projects. Like I use it as a standalone audio recording device for my business projects. But he pooped a laser. I'm watching it now, Rich. It's great. Oh, exactly, Slytown. Like, audio proofing the studio would be great, and it's one of those things that we are constantly looking into ways to better, and just the real thing with the studio is big. So there's no way we can audio proof the whole thing. And so then you're looking at audio proofing like tiny sections, like I saw in the chat someone was mentioning like some sound absorbing blankets in a PVC pipe frame, but then that's like more things to move around every time, and then we're still working around lights and camera. It's big to-dos, and the audio is just, it hasn't been that big of an issue. Like if we want to get perfect, we could, but that would take extra time. And the more time, and this is the real important thing to remember, that, like, for example, Rich and I shot prereq today, which means that we had to set up the studio, we had to set up the cameras, we had to set up the lights, we had to set up the audio equipment. Then we had to, and it was just Rich and I. So then what would happen is Rich would sit down in one chair and I would get the camera ready. Then Rich would move to the other chair while I got the other camera ready. Then Rich and I would talk and we would do audio. So then we would be in front of camera with no one behind camera watching things, do our discussion, and then we'd have to tear everything down, which is what we did today. And so like adding up things like sound dampening blankets is just more time we need to take setting up stuff, which means that we're not getting the next episode edited, because then we have to stop doing that. I have to come here and edit, and Rich needs to build more stuff for Space Cop and for prereq.
People think we don't do anything because our episodes don't come out once a day.
Right.
We we do a lot of shit, but we don't have much help doing it.
And that's part of the thing. We're, you know, a small production company working on razor thin profit margins where we just have to. We can't get helpers. So exactly. And by the way, all the stuff we've been talking about is exactly why you'll hear like weird echoes in Best of the Worst and in Half in the Bag. It's just a thing.
I started throwing some like soundproofing up in the ceiling.
Yeah, and I think that has helped. I definitely think that has helped.
It's dangerous fucking work, though. I really need a lift, and obviously we can't afford a lift because that would be expensive. So I'm on this like 15-foot ladder. I'm near the top, and I'm reaching up as high as I can to shove these planks with foam glued on them up into our ceiling rafters. It's a miracle I haven't killed myself.
Right. Yeah, no, and I think like in a perfect world, and I've seen some really neat things as far as like both lighting and audio wise. There's some really cool things that could be done, but then also just taking the time to like test things out is time taken away from making the next episode. Time taken away from, you know, Rich and I have to play all the games that we talk about. You know, it's all time. It's all time. But that's fine. And you know, by the way, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm complaining, because I really do enjoy it. I do enjoy it all. There are some things like, you know, if we could ever get to the point where we could hire a crew to put up and tear down the set, that would be great. But there's no way I would ever complain, because I do enjoy coming to the studio.
Complain all the time about everything.
No. I like, you know what, Rich?
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
I like coming to the studio and talking to you about video games. That's fun.
Oh yeah.
And if I have to, you know, set up a bunch of lights and a set to do so, I think I can do that.
You know, technically, you could just show up at the studio and talk to me about video games. I won't complain.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm a bit of a workaholic. So I like having
two birds with one stone.
Exactly. I like having an excuse to hang out with my friends and watch movies, and an excuse to hang out with my friends and play video games. Yeah, I too was a bit surprised by Jay's anger in his last vlog. Like I really think that's what's good for the vlog, though, is like Jay's getting a lot of this stuff out. And anyone who's not watching Jay's daily vlogs, check them out. I think they're really insightful. They're really great.
How long are we going to continue on with this farce, Jack? Everybody knows that Jay's blogs are just amateurish.
They're vlogs.
He's a terrible vlogger.
No, I mean, of course
he says crap just like everybody else. They say the crap, what's on their mind. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but it's Jay.
He's my friend, and I don't give a shit what he has to say about.
You don't think?
About
You
politics.
hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. You know, this is for the world, Rich.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Rich, this game looks awesome.
This game is fucking amazing. I can't talk and play this game at the same time. It's not.
No, and that's okay. That's okay. I'll gibber. I just want to let you know, like, it looks like you're a robot man, rocket sliding over the place and shooting people. This looks great.
Die.
You're right. Jay's vlog, Bill Laheka says Jay's vlog is more controversial than prereq, and it is sometimes. Sometimes it is, but you know, that's just Jay speaking from the heart. Red Leader 91 says, Jack, I want to give you something on Steam. What's your email? How do I send it? You can send it to me, or we have a prereq Steam account, which is previously recorded.rlm@gmail.com. You can send it to that Steam account. We happily take game donations and gifts. We like to have options whilst streaming. Ooh, Jay's vlogs are the voice of a generation. You're absolutely right.
Oh, that Jay and his vlogs.
Overhaul, we wants to know if you guys are actually ever going to watch Nuki. You know, we have a big plan with all the Nuki tapes. We actually do, and I know like the Nuki tape thing has become a bit of a joke, but we actually have a plan for it.
Do we? We've talked about different things. I don't know if anything's concrete.
We have a concrete plan. The problem is we just need like 2 or 3 more copies of Nuki.
I know what I want to do, and I know it's never going to happen, so I'm just not going to talk about it.
I think you know what I want to do too, and it's going to happen.
Actually, I don't know what you want to do.
Oh, then I can't talk about it because it's too good of a premise, and we can't spoil the premise.
Oh, I'm done.
Jack, what do you tell your wife when you're doing when you leave the house to drink beer and watch bad movies? I tell her I'm going to drink beer and watch bad movies, and she's a good wife. And
He
so
tells her he's going to play at his friend's house. Am I in time? Did I blow up the ship? No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, wait, I did. Did I? I think I got it. If you time that right, you can blow up that ship with the barrel that's on that platform.
Oh, okay. I think I'm seeing that.
You'll see it.
Oh yeah, I see it now. That ship comes up.
Yeah.
No, you know, we schedule best of the worst, and so like I obviously make sure it's okay that I can go and do stuff like that. Oh, Mr. Shy Smile says, it pleases me that you like this game. I mean, I have not played this game. I did not have a PS3. And I didn't get it when I had an Xbox 360. This looks like a really fun game.
Most underrated game ever made.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This looks great. And there's no PC port?
I wish to God there were. To play this with a mouse. Oh. What, there's an exploding guy. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? I can hear him. They go into self-destruct sometimes mode, and they speed towards you, and it's like an instant death.
Oh, no. Ooh, leftover.
Oh, shit! I got it! You got me! The fucking delayed audio! Fucking delayed audio bullshit!
I'm sorry, Rich. You gotta be more vigilant.
Yeah.
Leftover beefcake. Yes, you can also mail in games to the PO box if you have classic games or games on discs. We absolutely take those kind of suggestions, and we are more likely to play something if we have a physical copy or a digital copy. If we have a copy,
more likely.
We are far more likely to play something. We have no plans for a board game stream. We will do one again because in general I think we all had a good time.
Shit.
But there are no plans to do it just because it takes a little bit longer to plan stuff like that. There is a board game that I just want Rich to play in general, so perhaps we'll stream that one day. Time Barons. But